I'm live.
Escape. Keep in mind,
How
Reinhardt
do I have a
has
position in line in your
different
server?
protections either disabled or weakened due to some. This makes no difference though, as Reinhardt manages to defeat Cecilus and Cecilus escapes with his life intact.
What's up, y'all?
Now Reinhardt also finds Amelia attempting to free her, but she's willing to die for Sue. So her and Puck in his beast form also combat Reinhardt, just to lose. But she also escapes. Halibel and Subaru end up separating as Halibel fight Reinhardt for the sake of Subaru, but he actually dies. Now
Yes.
now as he no longer trusts anybody. It's just being messed up. And he goes into a secret room where he's had Ram prisoner for the entire time and allows her to finally take his life.
Fair. Wait. Fair.
Now, Slug Subaru is actually honestly not a bad human either. This is a story that actually feels as if it's an alternative Subaru, just took a different path in life, became a different person. It's also why I believe reading books as they get into their main story can't get into without forcing it. This alternate path
Can I see your spooky and punkies?
started
Down my alts.
at weight of Betelgeuse and White Whale were simply too much for him to bear. Instead of Rem talking super back onto the main storyline, he actually takes the offer as the two run away as everybody they know and love dies. Now we time skip to Super and Rem living together, and luckily for them, Halibel is their neighbor. Super has no idea that Halibel is one of the strongest characters in existence. He just treats Halibel as if he's some annoying guy who takes on a lot. It's one of those relationships where the bros argue a lot, but you know they actually like each other. If you notice, Halibel is like brother.
They make like 1 billion, like 700 mil, like 400 mil, like 300 mil. They make like 500 mil, 1 billion, 1 billion, 700 mil. I'm like one thing in here.
The time skip happens. Rent something super is on. The two walk home together, but
I have to pay Robux. I'm not paying Robux.
like Mono, with the ability to be played character wins. This woman is powerful, but much against her, and the conflicts accept that they're going to die here and now. However, they're saved by Halibel, who easily destroys this woman and forces her to retreat. And this surprises Super because he just wasn't aware that Halibel was different. Anyway,
What for your West one?
saves them.
It depends what you got.
Halibel himself or a doctor or really help her out. This is where the same beautiful woman enters their room without any permission, but this time she's in a white dress instead of black. Super freaked out here, but Ron is going to protect her as best as he can. So he goes in to try to stop the harm prep, but something's different here. This time the girl is actually speaking, making funny jokes, and she wasn't really attacking Super, but just defending runs into her until she knocks her out. And Halibut the medic to take care of Rem. Super wakes up soon after Halibut returned, but Rem is still
I don't
unconscious.
want Evilodons.
Well, it's not because
It's not offer for your Tic Tac straw.
like that. She was actually just exhausted. And she was exhausted because she's pregnant with her and Super's child. Now, this if story is going on in the rest, it's a pretty good and fun story. I suggest everybody go check this one out and go to one of them. But if you want to know how everything ends up with this like your girl, I'll explain it here. You can look at the screen and check the types of stuff. So first, the beautiful white girl. The one in black is this
I got a secret. Wakasaboo, all those puggies are Tic Tac Ting. Wanna offer will Nova Pen. I'll offer fit Wakasaboo. Just join up.
itself is a great spirit with a tragic past.
I'll offer if you join up.
Slaughter, but her life allows without trying to eradicate everything. The rest of you thought that Rev had stolen her light bulb, but she wasn't going to so she was going to. But Halibel just wasn't going to let anything happen. One shot her, tried anything anyway. Big co find light.
I got a secret 908 35 millimeter.
then get a final long time for his entire family. But Rigel, Susan's son, comes across Zarestia on his own. And Zarestia hears Rigel and get that love call upon her. He needs her, and she thinks of Rigel as her younger brother. It's the bond that she created with Red and her family. It's actually pretty wholesome, as Zarestia normally thinks of destroying everything in sight. But at the sight of Rigel, she was able to resist that urge. False, the rest of his
I beg one for 450 mil. I'll trade for that.
stuff we have reads as his 10 presented said he could help him save everyone as long as he a contract with her. Upon finding out her true intentions, he was cause was disgusted by her and this turned out well. This story explains what happens is he decided to
What offer? Whatever you want, bro. You can offer. I don't really care.
his friends on his own. We start the story by finding out that Super was actually able to complete the trials of the sanctuary and get everybody out of the sanctuary.
I mean, I could give you like this Vagrama, Chakrama, and like this Rastika or something.
The kid has changed about Slim's actions to protect him as she gave him a big form of confidence. Second, Super has died for 100 million times, so he's become sensitized to everything.
Yo, what is that ballerina
Not
peppermintina?
part as enemy. He managed to manipulate himself into abandoning the entire royal selection thing.
Oh,
Reinhardt
okay.
to be against Matthew. Beatrice and Garfield to leave their respective places in this timeline, rather than convincing them to like the original timeline. So this had huge effects on his relationships with them. Beatrice would not speak to Sue. She cried endlessly. Amelia also never completed the trial of surrender, so she went at that time.
I
Just
don't want Diamond Burrito Bandita.
powers,
Only in my private with what? No, why would I do your private? I have like 20 vouchers. I traded for a one bill dragon on my. I traded for a one bill dragon on my stream. What? I'm not doing your private. Radioactive strawberry. I can't even have that.
nothing but a woman. He sits down next to Ren, inquiring him as to how he can save her. Echidna basically tells him that they're each here to save her. He sits down next to Ren, inquiring him as to how he can save her. Echidna basically tells him that their only chance of saving Rem is to make Amelia be the blood of the beginning, as the other options of finding the synergy of the gluttony or the single and they comes to an end. Also turns Subaru as a victim of the beating. It's so weird. Things like, he's why? Well, earlier that day, Krista mentioned something about going outside to run deer, but she wasn't sure because of the weather. So after setting that entire day, we have that same conversation we mentioned again. But this time, he mentions how the weather was being. Yes, Subaru determined to tell Petra how the weather was going to be that. And here we can see how Superman ended up dying 100 million times, and just how little he values his own life and his size.
For Grande, I'll trade for that.
Now, we have Plus Super. This is just like a hero story.
Wait, no, I wouldn't.
Not much to talk about. Nobody acknowledges this guy exists. So let's move on to this complicated an event in Arc 6 takes place in Pursuit and zero. See the very first there were multiple problems dead. If someone has died in zero, they have their someone like clock tower, which is where all of this is taking place. These Book of the Dead contain all memories of the individual who have passed away. And if you read too much of their book, eventually a voice that represents that
She does not have a 510.
become part. I should hope that this is one of as most it's kind of stuck in a state situation. All of these people surrounding him, such as Amelia, Julius, Bailey, and Nora, are relying on him and his decision making to solve all the problems around him. But Subaru has no idea.
I'm not doing that.
He has none of the experience of this world, and he's pushed to the edge as they keep speaking.
Check.
It's his hero. Due to his ignorance, he's dying, failing his boots, and just going through it. And Super eventually finds out that he can figure out who he was, and he takes the lives of all his closest friends. And then he can go and save them and end this hell he's going through. But he chooses not to. He continues looking for a found resolve to save everybody. Finding himself in circumstance. This decided not to everybody's their books of the dead and
Do you have any vouch?
were
Yeah,
stayed correctly. After completing this,
I have like 20.
taking back in time with wanted to make the king and save everybody, as he knows Super was by reading everybody's books of the dead. It's a very complicated story, and it does require you to know a lot to remember a lot about ReZero itself. Anyways, after Super takes the lives of everybody in the Watchtower, he goes to the outside world and takes the lives of everybody that knew him as well. He eventually confronts
Check.
Reinhardt with the intention of warning him that he's going to take his life too. But before Reinhardt can do anything, he has Shaw who's his devoted assistant, like being felt pretty far from everything going on. And this gives Super the opportunity to escape. Aside from Super taking the lives of everybody who is planting their voices in his head through reading their books, there are also two more tragic factors to the story.
Check.
First, Subaru can never defeat Reinhardt, so he's never going to achieve this goal despite his confidence in doing
Check.
so. And second, this Subaru more than likely had his save point written, and he cannot go back on his decision to take everybody's lives, making this entire thing pointless, regardless of if he defeats Reinhardt or not. Lastly, this Subaru has an appearance more than rest, and he has white hair, one doled out eye, a pretty cool outfit. Overall, this is one of the more impressive hits because there's really no any best Subarus yet here unlike the others.
I hope you're having a
And
good day.
finally, we get to the redeeming Subaru. This Subaru resembles Outerbrawn in many ways, if I remember correctly, but it's nothing more than that. This is Subaru's timeline where after Rem dies at the hands of Bethany's and the Witch Bolt, Reinhardt finds him soon after and takes him in as a student. Eventually, the two butt heads because Reinhardt's not a fan of obsession with Bethany's, and they end up separating because of their version on a 20-year time scale. Now we see this 30-year-old Super is pretty powerful, but nothing too crazy. He can hold his own against
Why you kick me? Don't
Justice, but he isn't hanging with Sin Archbishop Solo. He's just like Outerbrawn on
Check.
the power scale. Strong, but nothing to write home about. He's very reminiscent of Guts in terms of his stats and weaponry. He even has a mechanical arm that's made of Rem's original, which allows him to track the spear. We see that this is so by mention includes Elsa, Varys, Phoebe, Beatrice, and two of party, and they weren't as a team throughout the story. Does want to fight Bethany's role, so he takes Beatrice to battle him, while the others handle Bethany's finger so he can't escape. The lights
I'll trade for my secret. I'll trade for my secret. Scam it. Ow.
by stabbing destroys his soul.
Huh?
Once he passes away,
Go for one bill dragon.
all the back
Like anything you want, Bill. I don't know.
he just gets back on the main. Line wasn't still pretty good. Just doesn't have that much to it.
Yeah, me too.
There are also other one to three I mean, there's even one for Reinhardt too. But Super himself isn't it's the same guy. He's just getting for everything. With that said, that about covers all this for now. But have they can drop another at any time, so try to keep a list. Thank you guys
Okay.
for watching the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Check.
Stay reason that of you in this video, what to do without Super and
Body, body, Michael, I'm a 200 mil for your evil Donald. And but Tic Tac, join up, Bill.
Someone that wants to be spoiled, don't worry. I'm going to pretty much tell you the scoop so you can get something. Let's begin. Make a long summary short. At the end of a Priscilla died. As a result, Aldebaran wanted to look watchtower to see the books there. Watchtower. There are books that when you die in death.
Yeah.
Someone that knows that's
Um, check.
however, that was imagined.
I have Isak. I'll check it now.
He wanted and however, possesses an authority which is essentially like return by death, but it has a short arm return by death time point. So his checkpoint is like a minute. After locating the outbreak needs, he approaches and the interest when they're sort of unaware, and he beats. However, he catches them off guard and uses his forbidden magic. This magic this essentially seals and the interest away and puts them in sweet takes into a giant chasm.
Like, bro, how?
Schemes to be breaking out and Outbreak has a authority, and he uses that to be confident as the fight continues. Aldebaran shows the character that essentially overrides the mechanic as well, turning him into a as our mechanic begins. And essentially Aldebaran cannot rival. However, set up an insurance policy. This policy is placing all of the debt, namely Subaru, in their belongings, which means that when Petra and Danny found belongings and they wanted to figure out account for that, this led to Petra reading Subaru and learning about Subaru's power. However, this is a no-no. Is now Stella against this leads to Brainrot Stella playing, allowing Al to escape. Now, Aldebaran needs spontaneous
Yo, guys, join up if you're trying to trade. Oh yeah, how did my shot do? When did I post it? 5 hours ago? Oh no. Why'd you kick me? Join if not fan.
And this is apparently a whole case of a sort of reaches to a different well. And he wants to throw Super into this castle to get rid of Super. What's one to this? At the end of the law, where everyone has pretty much gained we have spring. However, the same is with guns as well. There's only Kendall standing another funnel. Kendall actually has which better topic which belong game killer and they only focus on the things he did appear in the anime for like one frame, but he's essentially the butler and the rose and it's all ultra adult. It turns out he actually had the witch factor melancholy from heck of season.
Bro, I'm not trying to live stream, bro.